everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel, which is an experiment with self. Today's video is actually an experiment. I have never done this before. So today it's Sunday, and the thing is, I'm the only one who is going to eat the lunch. So my husband he's busy in the rehearsals for his play, so he's not at home. Also, why I wanted to make this video is, there are certain days where your body feels so lazy. So that is the thing that is happening with me today. Like, I feel like, oh, should I order from outside, or should I make the lunch at home? But when I saw the fridge, I saw that there were so many veggies in there, and then I feel like, oh, I should make something healthy at home. Another thing, and there is so much right now going in our lives. Some of the things I cannot share, but some of the things which I can absolutely share. One of the things is we are renovating our kitchen, and because of that we are actually not staying at our place, because everything what was on the kitchen countertops is put in the boxes, and there are so many contractors in the house who are working on the kitchen renovation project. And our dog Wally and me, of course, we both have allergy of the smell of the paint. So we thought, like, okay, it's the best for everyone that we move out of our house. So right now we are not staying at our place. So you can imagine, like, there was a moving that happened, and of course it's a great thing, right? But then there is definitely an exhaustion. And then, of course, I didn't took any holiday from the work or anything like that. And even, yes, like, we moved in here on Thursday, so it's not like we moved in yesterday, and today it's Sunday. But still, I was cooking every day except on the Saturday, which is yesterday. I didn't cook at home, only the breakfast which I cooked. And there were a lot of guests, so I cooked breakfast in a way that it is enough for everyone. But for the lunch, like, my plan was, so basically I made vegan poha. I mean, poha is already vegan, but I don't add in it the oils, and I make it in a very different way. And then I also made vegan, gluten-free, without sugar shira, which is a sweet dessert, but it is made of semolina, and I have put that on my YouTube channel. So I made these two things so that when the guests will come in, and the guests were about to come at different times. So I was like, okay, this is the best scenario that I can give it to the guest. But then during the lunchtime yesterday especially, I started feeling very hungry. So I definitely ordered a gluten-free as in it is wrapped in leafy lettuce, and then there's a patty, and it was more like a burger, but it was very healthy, very delicious, kind of thing. Indulgence, you could say. But then today I definitely don't feel like cooking, but then I also don't feel like eating outside. Yesterday I felt to eat outside, so I did eat, but today I don't feel like. So I was like, okay, whatever options I have, I will make something. And this is the thing with me. When I feel lazy, the one thing that gets me up in the kitchen is how clean is the kitchen, like how well I have kept it. That is one thing that motivates me to come again in the kitchen and start working on it. And the second thing that helps me out is creativity. Like, today I have a little bit of time to be creative and to build something which normally I may not. Like, I might have made something like this in sections, but today I plan to just experiment, like, whatever. And this has worked with me a lot. Because I go with the flow, I listen to my instincts, and I just make it. Okay, so that's the goal. I'm going to show you. This is not a recipe which I had made before or anything like that, but this is something I'm just experimenting. I'm just being wild, and I thought, like, okay, let's make a YouTube video out of that, and let's see how it is received. Because I truly feel like, experimenting with the food, it's really a creative thing. And It happens with me when I have time, when I have that kind of energy flowing. And before cooking, I always, when this kind of creative thing I want to do it, these days I sit for 5 minutes, do deep breathing, and then I, just say positive affirmations that whatever food I'm making, it will be it will give nourishment to the body, and it will be delicious. So yeah, let's get started. Okay, I will show you what's in there. Okay, let's see. All right, so these are all the ingredients I felt like will be helpful. Onion, which I need to chop, mushrooms, I may not use this much, but let's see, I have mushrooms, cilantro, spinach a bit, cauliflower, bell peppers, coconut, maybe I'll use some. I have a frozen coconut. I'm not a big fan of frozen coconut, but because right now we are in an Airbnb and I have this option, I was like, okay, let's see. And this, all the ingredients, I have got it, okay? It's not from the Airbnb sponsored or something like that. So there's pink salt, and this is my spices, what you can say, box. So yeah, these are all the ingredients, and let's see what I can make. And there's tofu as well, and here. All right, so now I'm going to start chopping everything. I'm not a big fan of plastic board chopping board, I mean, but then right now this is the only option, and I'm glad they have this knife. I love it. I have put the stove on low flame, and I'm going to wait for a few minutes till it gets hot. While I'm waiting for the pan to be like a little bit warm or hot, do you have this habit, like I love to smell the veggies? I love it. I love it. Do you have this habit? Let me know in the comments. It seems to be hot. So I'm going to put all the veggies together. And hey, who is here to, I'm the only one who's going to eat this. So yeah. This is the indication that the pan was hot. It's on a low flame because I'm going to saute it without any oil. So it's always better to keep it on low flame so that it gets sauteed well. And keep like stirring it, guys, because to avoid this sticking, it's better to keep Now I will add a pinch of pink salt, and I just realized that I have not soaked the nuts. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to saute them over here. Adding some handful of cashews because it's not soaked, and few almonds, and the coconut as well. And as I said, guys, I'm the only one who is going to eat this. You can experiment, but I'm going all wild, so yeah. I usually do this when I make curries. Of course, there's a potato as well. I don't feel like eating a potato today, so I haven't added it, although I have it in the house, but I decided not to eat it today. I just don't feel like doing it. I'm adding a little bit more pinch of salt, and I just realized I need garlic, so I'm chopping garlic quickly. I quickly chopped some garlic, and I'm just adding garlic. some nourishing spinach. I'm adding some black pepper. Then I'm adding some garlic and herb spice mix. And then I got some homemade flaxseed and garlic mixed and roasted thing. This is the thing, and I'm just adding it for the flavor. I love it. You can try it as well. It's grounded flaxseed and garlic. So yes, you can see that I love garlic. I love the roasted garlic or the cooked garlic. I don't like the raw one. So, and now I'm going to add some lemon. A little more lemon. The cooking process has stopped. If you could see, the flame is off, and now I will wait for a few minutes till the mixture cools down, and then I'll show you what I'll do next. Stay tuned. I have this tofu from Costco. This is organic extra firm tofu, and I'm going to make use of this as well. Let's see. So whenever I get the tofu, I always get the extra firm one, and I always, extract all the extra water it has by using the tissue, like the napkin. Not too much pressing, but a little bit. And here it is. I love tofu. I also make tofu sometimes at home, not of soya bean, but of another grain. Maybe I will show you sometime soon how I make the tofu. I have intentionally made some slices bigger because I love it in that way. So the tofu is ready. So I have transferred most of the mixture. As you can see here, I have kept a little bit of mixture in the pan, and why, you will understand it later. And here is the entire mixture. I will wait for some more time to let it cool down, and let's give it back. Funniest things that Wally does is he will eat anything that has been fallen down. So right now he's actually eating tofu. Can you believe it? Wally, what are you eating? Yes? High five. High five. Wally, you are on YouTube. High five. Alright, the mixture has cooled down, and as you could see, I have added some milk. I don't know if you could see the milk part. I have added a little bit of hazelnut milk. Now let's grind this up. Before grinding, as I have this much of tofu, and this much of tofu is a little bit too much for me to consume, so I decided to add a little bit of tofu, a handful of it, in the cheese to make the cheese. As I have added a little bit of tofu, I plan to add a little bit more of pink salt, so that the taste is good. So this is how it looks like after grinding. It is, I would say, a little bit liquidy, not too much thick. If you want a little bit thicker, you can absolutely have that. I was not looking forward for too thick, so this is the consistency. So now I have taken out all the mixture from the pan and have kept it on the side, and let's do the next steps. Keep the pan on low flame and let it warm up. Now as it is a little bit warm, I'm going to start adding tofu. Now to cook this, I will again add this herb. Then black pepper. I'm adding again the same kind of ingredients, the flaxseed and garlic mixture. Now here comes the twist. I'm also going to add a taco mix. This is something I found it over here in the Airbnb, so I'm just going to make use of it a little bit, not too much. Some pink salt. Now you can definitely add some more things like paprika or something like that. I don't eat much spicy food, so I'm going to skip that thing. Okay, I changed my mind and I'm just going to add a little bit of pav bhaji masala. So pav bhaji is an Indian food thing, and you get a masala for it, and it has garam masala and stuff like that. That's why I decided to add that one. And let's cook this further. Now as you can see, your tofu is marinated and it's cooked. I like the soft one. You can absolutely make it like until it turns brown. You can keep it cooking, and this can be cooked on a little bit medium flame as well. I love the soft one and not too much brown, but it's your choice how you want to cook the tofu. For me, this is perfectly cooked, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to add back the mixture. I'm going to add lots of cilantro, guys. I love cilantro. I love it. I love it. I also love the smell of cilantro. It gives me a dopamine boost, I believe. Now I'm going to add this mixture to it, guys. Look at that. Yum. By now you must have guessed that I love cheesy things. And if the cheese is this healthy, why not, right? Mix it well. So I love it in this way. You can make it more thicker, you can add pasta, you can do all sort of things with this one. I am adding a little bit more of pink salt because I feel like it's not up to what I usually eat. I haven't tested anything by far now, so it's going to be a taste challenge as well. And I'm adding more herbs to it. This is the final product, guys. I'm tasting this finished product. I absolutely loved it. The only thing for me is it's a little bit salty. What I'm going to do is I'm going to add a little bit hint of maple syrup. very little maple syrup, and I'm just going to mix it well. So what I did, I actually, there are certain affirmations which I see. In those affirmations, I basically thank the universe, thank the God to provide these fruits and vegetables which will nourish my body, and I'm going to eat it now. I love it. I'm going to enjoy this. We'll talk to you soon.
You know, those who know me for a while will tell you, I wasn't someone who cooked at all. It wasn't until all those health challenges came up that I started learning and researching more about food and cooking. That journey taught me so much. But one thing that has really helped me stick with cooking at home is this. I replace the foods I love the most, make it in a healthier version that I actually enjoy eating. For example, I know I would never eat a raw salad with just balsamic vinaigrette and Dijon mustard as the dressing. It's just not my style. I love the creaminess, the warm meals, and the dishes that feel comforting, like they are wrapped in a hug. So I make it work for me. Take this wrap as an example. It might look calorie dense because of the creamy texture, but it's actually nutrient dense. There is no oil, no butter, just the veggies blended into a creamy sauce with a handful of roasted cashews and almonds. It's satisfying and nourishing at the same time. And you know what? It's been more than 2 hours since I had it, and I feel great. No post lunch slump, no heaviness, just lightness. One thing that stuck with me from a podcast that I have listened back then is this: water and food are the only two things that actually go inside of our body. And that really made me think. It changed the way I look at the food, not just as something to eat, but as a way to nourish myself. But, my dear friends, it doesn't stop there. What we see and hear and smell also makes its way into our subconscious mind and leaves an effect on us. So, when you combine nourishing food with mindful choices about what you consume mentally, whether it's calming music, inspiring podcast, or positive conversations, it's a complete approach to caring for our bodies and mind. So, here is my takeaway. If you are starting your own cooking journey, don't feel pressured to make something perfect or fit into a certain mold. Start with the foods that you already love and find ways to make them healthier in a way you will actually enjoy eating. Experiment, get creative, and most importantly, have fun. Every meal is an opportunity to care for ourselves, one bite and one mindful choice at a time. If you like this video, please don't forget to hit that like button. And I read all the comments all the time. And thank you for all these precious comments you are posting on my other videos. I really enjoy reading them and I love the feedback. So I would encourage, if you like this video or if you want to give any feedback, please put it in the comment, or it can be anything what you want to see it in the next video. Please put down on the comments. I read all the comments and I appreciate you all. Also, this year I made a commitment that I will post a video with certain frequency, and I have been doing that for last few months. So yeah, that's exciting, and yeah, I promise that I will keep that frequency. I'll keep that promise next year as well. And here we had our Wally as well, who was part of this video. So he was actually on my lap while I was shooting. Let me show you his face. So yeah, he was actually all the time listening and supporting me. He supports me all the time. He's a big time supporter. Even when I was recording my video, when I was cooking, he loves to be a supervisor. He will be sitting there. He thinks I'm giving something to him to eat, which I don't give him, but he loves to supervise. He will sit there, watch me make the food. And also, while making this video, I think today it's very cold, so this guy is being very cozy, and wants to be on my lap. Just wanted to show you this guy because he's special and he's a blessing for me. So yeah, all right, thank you so much for watching this video, and have a good one. Take care, and wish you a happy, healthy, and joyful life. Okay, until next time, goodbye.